Hi everybody, it's Don the AS Lifter. I just wanted to give an update on what I've got going on, what's been going on in my life, what's been going on with my disease, how it's maybe affected me a little bit, and then kind of what we got planned for this upcoming week. I am packing with my wife as well, and we're about to take a trip. We're flying out tomorrow morning to Denver, Colorado. The Spondylitis Association of America is holding a seminar. It's some education on AS and exercise with AS, and also getting into a little bit more of the educational and advocacy side of it for promoting the disease. So we are going out there to join up with some fellow AS warriors and kind of get a little bit more education on this disease we fight. This webinar is also available by the internet, and I believe it's a live webcast. So if you're interested and want to look it up, please do so. I think it'd be kind of interesting to learn, get any information you can. What I love about this trip, and the thing that really intrigues me the most is the ability to go spend time with a group of people that like myself that are fighting this disease. So it's kind of unusual to be able to relate to so many people, or so many people will relate to some of the little ticks and little things that you fight with. Again, I'm pretty lucky in the fact that I have got my disease pretty much to a stall as far as the progression. I've been doing it with Humira, which I got to take tonight, exercise, and then trying to eat as healthy as I can. Not perfect, but I know that certain foods, promote the inflammation, and we kind of stay away from them. And the thing I love about, like I said, I love about this is the chance to, go spend the time with other AS warriors. So for me, it's wonderful. I get to, hear other people's experiences. I get to hear, battles they encountered, ways they fight it, and at the same time, see other people that are battling this disease like the rest of us. So if you ever have a chance to go to either a support group or a meeting or any kind of get together, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful, humbling experience to get to meet some fellow Spoonies. So I'm really, really thrilled and excited to go do that. Again, when you get a bunch of people with AS together, we're going to be rocking and partying. So look out, Denver. We're all coming, popping and cracking. But on a serious note, I've been kind of slacking on my training a little bit here lately, at least the last couple of weeks. And it's not so much that my motivation or the disease has gotten down. My coach for a long time has been diagnosed with a cancerous spot on his lung, and he's kind of undergoing the chemo medication. So he's been kind of in and out and pretty sick. And be honest with you, that's kind of been a little bit deflating as far as motivation. It's not so much that we all of us want to be lazy or think we're lazy or so forth. It's just our hearts are kind of heavy, thinking about him. So it was kind of sucks. Just hoping he pulls through and he gets everything, and then hope the medication actually works and gets it in check. We still have plans to do the powerlifting meet in May, which is coming up, and that's going to be in Shreveport. I also have Europa again coming up in June. Europa is a pretty fun one as well. But all in all, I haven't really been hitting it as hard as I need to. So I've also been thinking about this trip coming to Denver. The things I want to learn, things I want to say, people I want to meet, kind of hear the stories, and kind of prepare myself a little bit for it. Also had a little bit of change in work. I changed positions in work, which added a little bit more stress than what I had. But nothing I can't overcome or can't deal with. It's kind of what the transition of what was originally going to happen, anyways. It's just kind of coming into fruition now. But anyways, the training's going on, the workout's going on. One of the things I have noticed that I have a little tick. I haven't worked out quite like I said, as much. Instead of working out the 6 days a week, I've been down to about 4 days a week here lately, and it's just a lot of, like I said, just heavy heart, heavy mind. Nothing really, the disease has killed me or slowed me down. But one of the things I have noticed, I have a lot of ticks, is I've just had a lot of shoulder pain, especially on this side, and it kind of trickles down to my hand. And I don't know if that's so much from strained muscles or just just some inflammation in the joint. It was bothering me real bad the other day. I took a anti-inflammatory, and then I took a muscle relaxer, and it kind of seemed to help it a lot. So it's done well. And one thing I have noticed that's kind of unusual is I kind of got away from, at least for a couple weeks, I didn't lift as heavy as often as I was when I was training for powerlifting. And I noticed that in not doing that, that I actually seem to hurt a little bit more often as far as my hips, my back, and my neck. Then kind of I broke that again last night when I went heavy again on squats, and I got my last two sets were sets of 5 at 585 pounds, but all that pressure and all that weight on my back, it's funny because when I lift like that, it hurts for a small period of time, and then it kind of just like goes like bliss. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It just becomes calm. And since I did that, today I felt actually pretty well. Outside of the little bit outside of the shoulder thing, which was happening way before that. So, starting to wonder if maybe the lifting the heavy side or as heavy as you can, maybe it's just the pressure or the compression, or I don't know what it is, but maybe there's something there that I'm starting to see, because when I train to the extreme, I hurt less than when I don't train to the extreme. I have noticed that. It's kind of seems like it's backwards, but it's just the way it is. Outside of that, nothing else is really going on. I've kind of been distance away from everybody. Like I said, just heavy heart, heavy mind. The thing with my coach kind of hit hard, not just for me, but for a lot of my teammates. They're even in the process of moving our gym and consolidating to another gym, which is another thing that's kind of makes us we're kind of waiting to see and get settled. And it's kind of just that little state of turmoil. But I think all in all, it's going to be a good move. I really do. I think it's going to give us a more centralized place to focus in on our team and on our coach, and give us a little bit better of a building to work out in, and also a better equipment to train with and get us prepped. The goal has always been for us to become a fully sponsored team, and I get the sponsorships to sponsor our meats, and sponsor our supplements, sponsor our food, even sponsor us in as far as gear, clothing, everything else. That's always been the goal, or the driven part of the team. And it's pretty unique because, again, like we're a fitness team, and our fitness team consists of, between the powerlifters and the bodybuilders, I think we're close to almost 50, maybe even 55 on the team total. And that's pretty impressive when you think about it. There's a lot of good stories, within our team, I got to meet a lot of interesting people. One of them is a guy by the name of John Hill, who had congestive heart failure. He's got a pacemaker and defibrillator in his chest, and he's on our team as well. So it's pretty unique. And then there's other people that have, their battles and trials and tribulations as well. So it's pretty unique. A little bit different, diverse backgrounds. Almost like we're a lot of us are just like a banded group of misfits. People that you normally wouldn't think would be where we are, or to the extreme we are, but. We're all doing pretty good, and we're all pretty happy. It's very humbling. There's one guy in the gym. His name is Troy, and Troy had a horrific industrial accident where he burned over 80% of his body. And they told him he wouldn't ever work out again. He wouldn't be in the gym again. He wouldn't ever live his life, in a normal way again. Well, Troy never let that get him down. So he kept pushing forward. Kept striving on, and the man is in the gym working out, and he's pretty strong, pretty much a beast. He's mentally focused, got a new career, taking care of his family, cuts up, jokes around, and everything else, and he never let that situation hold him back. And it's pretty amazing when you think about that. Here's a guy that by all odds shouldn't have been there, and he's pushed through. So. I take that kind of heart and kind of learn from people like that. Again, I'm looking forward to meeting everybody that's going to be in Denver. For everybody that couldn't make it, like I said, it's televised. Look for me to do bigger and better things in the future. I thank everybody for the support, and thank y'all again. Again, this is Don, the AS Lifter. I'm on YouTube. Click that subscribe button if you dare. Follow me. I have quite a few followers, and then I'm also on Facebook as Don Markham, A Fitness Journey with Ankylosing Spondylitis, and I'm on Instagram as Texas Markham. Thank you. Bye.